Hello everybody. It has been a while. This video is going to be like a reading update and a book haul because I just went to the store and bought a couple books. I'm very excited for all of them. You don't understand. So let's start with the reading update kind of part. It's currently September 3rd. This morning, actually, I finished an audiobook of If He Had Been With Me. So just this morning, I finished If He Had Been With Me by Laura Nolan. I read that book because it is, or I listened to it, sorry. I knew it was a sad book, and it was only, it was 9 hours, but I listened to it at, 2 times the speed, so it's way quicker. But, I knew it was a romance, and I knew it was YA, and I knew it was sad. So, I was in that mood. So I listened to it this morning and bawled my eyes out. I rated it 4.5. So I do highly recommend that book. If you don't know what it's about, it's pretty much childhood best friends to lovers trope. It's not necessarily spicy, but it talks a lot about sex and teenage girl problems, kind of. I'm also currently reading Billy Summers by Stephen King. I'm halfway through it right now, and it's super good so far. It's just slow to get through a little bit. The words are kind of small and the chapters are long, so it's way harder to get through. But pretty much, if you don't know what that's about, it's about a guy named Billy Summers. Who would have thought? And he is an assassin. So he takes jobs to kill people, pretty much. And I just started listening to Ninth House. Is it The Ninth House? So it's Ninth House by Leigh Bardugo. So I started reading this book a few months ago, and I think I read 50-ish pages of it. I did not like it. It was super it was way too detailed for me, and it felt like it was just dragging everything on, even just through 50 pages. But I thought maybe I would give the audiobook a chance, and it's a 16-hour audiobook. That's a long audiobook, in case you're wondering. I'm gonna try it. I'm giving it another shot. I have literally been waiting, I think my hold was 24 weeks for this audiobook on the Libby app. Pretty much about a girl who can see ghosts. Let's start with the book haul part, because I actually have read one of these books. So we have this huge stack of books, all of which I have bought within the past week. Half of these, more than half of them, all of them except 2 of them I bought today. So let's start with this one. The Bandit Queens by Parini Shroff. If you haven't read this book, what are you doing? This book is actually crazy. This book is so good. I read it in a single day. If you don't know what it's about, it's pretty much about this woman who lives in a village in India, and one day her husband just disappears, and everyone assumes that she killed her husband and disposed of the body somehow. And instead of telling people that she didn't kill her husband, she kind of just goes along with it. Who knows why? But then other women in her village start asking her how they can kill their husbands. Isn't that crazy? I gave this book a 5-star rating. It is so good. It's so funny. I don't even know how to explain it. But I've never annotated a book before. Okay? This book, I didn't technically annotate it. I underlined a single sentence, but I don't usually feel like I need to underline. But I do have to say, every physical copy that I've seen, why is the first page not as big as all the other pages? It's like it was cut short or something. Yeah, all of the copies of this book that I've seen in stores are really not really beat up. They are bent and stuff. There's there is a line here, like as if someone bent the book. It looks like someone bent the book. I don't know if you can tell. But yeah, so good. And it's actually like, it's floppy. I haven't read any of these next books, so I honestly can't even tell you what any of them are about. Okay, so the first one in the pile is, watch me not even know the name, Tales from That Cafe by Toshikazu Kawaguchi. I'm sorry if I said that name wrong. This is the second book in the series of Before the Coffee Gets Cold, which I also own. Hold up. This is the first book in the series, Before the Coffee Gets Cold. I'm sorry, but they're just so cute. Okay, they're super, super short too. We don't need that one anymore. Really short and easy to get through. I got through the first one like super, super quick. I think I read it in a day. It's only 256 pages, including like the acknowledgements and stuff. I don't know what this book is about, but I am assuming it's about the same cafe that the first book is about. So I will explain the first book to you. This book is about a cafe that can take you back in time. There's like very specific instructions and like requirements in order to go back in time. But this book is so, so good. And I cried. I didn't know I was gonna cry, but I bawled my eyes out. So I'm super, super excited to read this book. I might even read it right after I finish making this video. And then we have She Who Became... Sorry, my camera just likes to time out on me. So I saw He Who Drowned the World in the bookstore a couple days ago. And I wanted it so bad. And then I realized that it's part of a... I think it's just a duology, and it's the second book, obviously. So I got the first book. No idea what it's about. This one right here, it says there's war and violence and betrayal. It's just little blurbs. Like, there's a whole bunch of blurbs from a whole bunch of different people, but there's no explanation of what this story is about. So I have no idea. I can't tell you. But I'm excited for it. I'm excited for war and violence and betrayal and stuff like that. So, yeah. I almost just said I might even read it after this video. Just gonna read all of the books I own, apparently. That would actually be a dream come true, guys. Like, I really need to start reading more. Next, we have a book that I have been anticipating for a while now. Okay? Vicious by V.E. Schwab. This is part of a series, which is a little scary because literally every fantasy book that I have on my shelf, except one of them, is part of a series. And they're all part of a different series, and I haven't started any of them. So it's concerning. But I don't know what this book's about either. Pretty much they're trying to give themselves superpowers, it sounds like, which is super, super cool. But the reason I wanted this book was because Rachel Catherine talked about it, and she said she really, really liked it. And it was a book she picked, I think it was like her... Sorry, I don't know if it's her boyfriend or her husband, but he picked out her like books to read for the month or the week or something, and this was one of them. And she really ended up liking it. And it's by V.E. Schwab. And I listened to The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue, and I loved that book. I'm pretty sure that this isn't really like that. I think it's the same genre, but the story's different, obviously. That's the point of books. And then this book, I've never heard anyone talk about this book, but I saw it in the bookstore and picked it up the next day. It's called Your Driver is Waiting by Priya Guns. Once again, I don't remember what this book is about. But pretty much this girl's dad dies and she like has to figure out how to live without him. And she's an Uber driver and falls in love with one of the girls that she drives, I think. I have no idea, okay? But it's a really cool cover. I really like this. It's very cool. We have 2 books left, guys. Now we have The Midnight Library by Matt Haig. Sorry, guys. Don't know. This one I vaguely know what it's about. it's pretty much, you go into this library and you experience this girl experiences. Oh, what? That's crazy! It says every book, it's like you go into this library and then every book provides a chance to try another life you could have lived. What? That is crazy! I'm gonna go read this book right now. I don't actually remember what gave me the idea to pick this book up because I have like a huge list of books in my notes on my phone that I want. Like literally every other person does. But I don't remember what made me want to read this. Oh, and the words are big and the chapters look short. Guys, it's heaven. I'm so excited for this now. Last but not least, I'm gonna butcher the name of this, of the book and the author. Kaikei, maybe, by Vaishnavi Patel. I'm sorry. Okay? I'll be giving reviews of these books, by the way. Eventually, you'll know how I feel about these books and what they're about. Because I have no idea what they're about. And I don't know if I'm going to like them. But you'll figure it out soon, okay? Okay. So, I picked up this book because Noelle Gallagher, the YouTuber, read this book and really liked it. I think she liked it. She read it, at least. But from what I thought this was about like Greek gods kind of thing. And I'm not really into Greek mythology.
You guys, I'm editing the video right now and I can't stop laughing. Why can't I speak?
I'm not really into Greek mythology, but I think it's really cool and mystical. I don't know. So pretty much this girl has to figure out how to live without her mom in like, I think she's, yeah, she's royalty. She's a princess. And I'm super excited, but I didn't know that it was this freaking big, guys. How many pages is it even? It's like 470 something pages. It says, Kaikei must decide if resistance is worth the destruction it will wreak and what legacy she intends to leave behind. Sounds pretty cool to me. And it's a super pretty cover, is it not? Yes, the correct answer is yes. Was I recording? Yes, I was recording. So that's our stack of books. All of my recent purchases. Okay, English. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed today's video. And if you have any video recommendations, let me know. I'm going to do a reading 5 books in 5 days video. So let me know what genre you want, because I could do romance, fantasy, any other genre. Let me know. Or if you have any book recommendations at all, or for those videos, let me know. Even though I just bought a whole bunch of books, I can buy more. Thank you for watching today's video. Like and subscribe or whatever you feel like doing. And I will see you in the next video.